Students, continuing with our lecture series on photochemistry. In this lecture we will discuss about photochemistry of aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds they absorb light and undergo photoexcitation from their ground state into either the excited singlet state or excited triplet states, and these states, singlet states or triplet states, they undergo different types of organic reactions and give different types of products. The triplet excited state is of relatively longer lifetime, and it undergoes photochemical reactions like photoisomerization, photocycloaddition, photosubstitution reactions, and some of the rearrangement reactions also, photo rearrangement reactions also. And out of these photo rearrangement reactions, the most important reaction is dipi methane rearrangement. So in the present lecture we will discuss about photoisomerization reactions. Benzenes and substituted benzene derivatives, they undergo these types of photoisomerization reactions when photochemical light is passed through these substrates. And the benzenes or substituted benzenes, they can be excited either to first singlet excited state S1 or to second singlet excited state, that is S2. And in case of substituted benzene derivatives, it has been found that if the substrate is selectively excited to S1 state, then ortho and meta products they are formed, and if it is selectively excited to S2 state, then it will preferentially give para products. As far as mechanism of this reaction is concerned, if we start with unsubstituted benzene, that is benzene itself, and if it is radiated at different wavelength, if it is radiated at 205 nanometers, then it will get into second singlet excited state, that is S2 excited benzene will be formed. And if it is irradiated with UV light at 254 nanometers, then it will be excited to S1 state, that is singlet first singlet excited state that will be formed in case of benzene. Now when the S1 state is formed by radiation at 259 nanometers, then we can have these types of biradicals, 1,3 biradicals which can be formed. So what will happen basically is one electron from here and one electron from here, they will form a carbon-carbon bond. Now we are left with one electron at this place and one electron at this place. So that means this type of 1,3 biradical will be formed, and this can be a resonance hybrid of this type of structure, and then these two radicals, they can join with each other to form a carbon-carbon bond, and we will get this type of product which is known as benzoylene. So benzoylene can be formed from the S1 excited benzene through these types of isomerization reactions. Similarly, this 1,3 biradical can be written like this, and if one H radical from here, so this carbon hydrogen bond is having two electrons. One electron from here along with this hydrogen is shifted to this place, so this will now will have two hydrogens, and one electron was remaining over here, and this will form a radical at this place. And then this bond breaks, this carbon carbon bond breaks. One electron from here goes to this place, and one electron from here, they will form a carbon carbon double bond, this one. Similarly, one electron remaining over here, this will go to this place, and this electron, they will form a carbon carbon double bond at this place. So this is how we will get fulvene as the product. So that means when benzene is irradiated at 254 nanometers, we will get benzoylene and fulvene as the products through isomerization reactions. And these isomerized products, they can be converted back into benzene, because benzene is an aromatic compound which is more stable as compared to these products. Then if we radiate the benzene at this wavelength, then the S2 excited benzene will be formed, and this S2 excited benzene will give us one electron from here and one electron from here, that will form a carbon carbon double bond at this place. So now we are left with one electron at this place and one electron at this place. So when second excited singlet state is formed, then we will get 1,4 biradicals. In the first excited state we have seen 1,3 biradicals, whereas in this case we will get 1,4 biradical. And if this radical over here and this radical over here, they join with each other, then we can get this type of Tavor benzene. And this 1,4 radical can also be through resonance converted into this type of 1,2 biradicals. And then conversion of these all these radicals can take place to give us Tavor benzene. And Tavor benzene, this double bond means 2 electron, this double bond means 2 electron. So one electron from here, one electron from here, they can form a carbon carbon bond like this. Similarly, one electron is remaining over here, now one electron is remaining over here, they will form a carbon carbon bond at this place. So by 2 plus 2 cycloaddition we will get prismane as the product. So if we radiate the benzene at 205 nanometers, then these types of structures, they will be formed through second excited singlet state, that is Tavor benzene and prismanes, they are formed as the product. And as I have told you that all these strained intermediates, they are thermally labile and isomerizes to benzoid compounds again, because they are more stable as compared to these strained intermediates. Now next is in case of substituted benzenes, if we take the case of monocyclic aromatic compounds, they undergo photochemical rearrangement and isomerization reactions. And for example, if we take orthoxylene, and when a photochemical radiation is passed through this orthoxylene, it can be converted into a mixture of ortho, meta and paraxylenes will be formed. And these isomerization and rearrangement reactions, they are formed through different types of intermediates, as we have seen in case of unsubstituted benzenes. So for example, if orthoxylene undergoes isomerization reactions through the formation of this type of intermediate, benzoylene intermediates. We know that benzoylene intermediates, they are formed through first singlet excited state, that is S1 excited state. And here what will happen is, first a bond will be formed between carbon 1 and carbon 3. So carbon 1 and carbon 3. Then second bond is formed between carbon 2 and carbon 4. Like this we will get benzoylene. So basically what is happening, 1 and 2 means 2 electrons, 3 and 4 means 2 electrons. So 1 electron from here interacts with 1 electron at 3 position, we will get a carbon-carbon bond at 1 and 3 position. Then 1 electron is remaining at 2 and 1 electron is remaining at 4 position, they will form a carbon-carbon bond at 2 and 4 positions. So this is how we will get benzoylene from orthoxylene. And then this benzoylene intermediate, this will further undergo bond breaking and bond formation to give us metaxylene as the product. How this metaxylene is formed? If this bond 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, they are broken. So when 1 and 2 is broken, this will give its 2 electrons to position 1 and 3. So 1 and 2 is broken and this forms a carbon-carbon double bond at position 1 and 3. Similarly, when 3 and 4 is broken, this gives its pair of electrons to for the formation of carbon-carbon double bond at 2 and 4. So this is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond at position 2 and 4. And when this goes upwards, we will get this type of product. That is, this is how metaxylene is formed from orthoxylene through isomerization reaction, where the intermediate involved is benzoylene through photochemical isomerization reactions. Then similarly, if the intermediate involved is prismane, then also we can get metaxylene. And we know that xylenes on photochemical irradiation can be converted into dibarbenzene, and these types of intermediates they are formed in such type of photochemical reaction where the excited state involved is S2 excited state. So singlet second excited state is involved in formation of these types of dibarbenzene. And then as you have seen in the previous slides, that these dibarbenzenes, they undergo 2+2 cycloaddition to give us prismanes as the product. And then this prismane, if this undergoes breaking of the bond between carbon 1 and 2 and carbon 3 and 4. So this bond breaks 1 and 2, and the 2 electrons present at this place, they will form a carbon-carbon double bond at 2 and 3 position. Similarly 3 and 4, this will break 2 electrons from here, they will be shifted to this position and they will form a carbon-carbon double bond at 1 and 4 position. So you can see over here, one carbon-carbon double bond is formed at 1 and 4 position, and this bond is broken 3 and 4. Then 1 and 2 bond is broken, this bond is broken, and this gives us carbon-carbon double bond. So carbon-carbon double bond at position 2 and 3. And if you open this structure like this, this is shifted to this outwards, then we will get these type of dibarbenzene. And then breaking of this 5-6 bond, these 2 electrons, they are shifted to position 6 and 2. 6 and 2 will have, that means carbon-carbon double bond, and then this double bond 2 and 3 position is shifted to 3 and 5. So you can see over here a double bond at 3 and 5, and this bond remains 1 and 4. This is already present. So this is how orthoxylene is converted into metaxylene through prismanes as the intermediates. Then the formation of para products can also take place through formation of prismanes, and prismanes, they will be formed in the same pattern as we have seen in the previous slide through 2+2 cycloadditions. And here the only difference is in the previous case the divar benzene was formed by formation of a bond between 1 and 4, but here the formation of bond takes place at 3 and 6 positions. So because of this we will get this type of prismane, and this will now undergo breaking of different types of bonds. So here bond breaking take place between 5 and 6 positions and 3 and 4 position. So the 2 electrons present at position 5 and 6, they are shifted to this position 4 and 5. So they will form a carbon-carbon double bond. Similarly, this 3 and 4 bond breaks, and this will give its electron to position 3 and 6, and it will create a carbon-carbon double bond at 3 and 6. You can see over here the bond between 5 and 6 breaks, and a double bond is formed between 5 and 4. And 3 and 4 bond breaks, and a carbon-carbon double bond is formed between 3 and 6, and then you open it towards this side and we will get this type of divar benzene. And then this bond between 1 and 2 breaks, and 2 electrons from here, they are shifted to position 1 and 6, and this 1 and 6 is now having a carbon-carbon double bond. Then the carbon-carbon double bond at 3 and 6 is shifted to 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 now will have a carbon-carbon double bond, and 4 and 5 is already having a carbon-carbon double bond. So this is how the orthoxylenes, they are converted into paraxylene through prismanes as the intermediates. Then some applications of this photoisomerization reactions. For example, 1,3,5 tri-tertiary butyl benzene can be converted into different types of products, like 1,2,4 tri-tertiary butyl benzene in 20.6% amount. Then this type of substituted divar benzene in 7.1%, and this type of substituted prismane in 64.8%. So we will get different types of products through benzoylene as the intermediate. So benzoylene will be formed first initially with the formation of a bond between 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, and then as we have seen in the previous slides, the bond 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, they will broke, and 1 and 2 will break and give its electrons to 1 and 3. This will form a carbon-carbon double bond. 3 and 4 will break, and this will give its electron to 2 and 4. It will form a carbon-carbon double bond. So you can see a carbon-carbon double bond is formed at 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. 2 and 4, and you open this like this, you keep it upwards, and this type of product will be formed. So 1,2,4 tri-tertiary butyl benzene will be formed from this type of intermediate involving benzoylene as the intermediate. Then this can undergo formation of different types of other derivatives, like formation of divar benzene can take place when position when these two, they combine with each other to give us this type of product, divar benzene is formed. And then one electron from here will combine with one electron from here, this will form a carbon-carbon bond at these places. Then one electron from here, one electron from here, this will form a carbon-carbon bond at this place, and we will get this type of Frisman derivative. So this is the major product formed, whereas these two products, they are formed through 1,2,4 tri-tertiary butyl benzene. So in actual, the major product formed is this one, but because this is converted into these two products, so percentage of this becomes only 20.6%. Then another example is this 9,10-dimethoxy octamethyl anthracene. When this undergo photochemical irradiation in presence of deuterated toluene at -78°C, then a bond is formed between these two positions, and we can say Dewar benzene is formed like this. So we will get 9,10 Dewar isomer as the product. So these are the references which have been used for preparing this lecture. Thank you very much.